Right, hello everyone. So I'm back again with three parcels to open. Really excited today because I really was looking forward to this one that's coming. I literally picked it up this morning from One Stop. Um, so I'm really looking forward to open that. But before I do that, I just want to touch on the incident I had with Vinted. I should have uploaded the video before, where there's a lot of cards missing. There's a lot of reverse hollows missing, and there's even a whole section of the trainer cards missing. I opened a case with Vinted, and the seller tried to say things like I was lying about it. Those cards were never included, even though I gave evidence in the description clearly saying, all commons, reverse hollows are all included. Only things that are not included is the folder and the EX cards, and obviously the secret rares, the SIRs and stuff. Anyway, then the seller tried to say, well, if you'd have messaged me, I would have sent it over to you, but now you've opened a case with Vinted and lied about it. I'm not going to do that. I want my cards back. And I was like, how? If I messaged them and they said they were going to send it, what if they don't? With Vinted, you literally have 2 days. 2 days, yeah, from the date you receive the package, or it's shown as delivered. If you don't raise an issue in those 2 days, boom, it's transaction complete. If you have any issues later on, they don't care. There was no way I could just contact them and negotiate that way. So I had to open the case. And if they agreed to do that, then fine. The case could stay there and they could send it over. I receive it, close the case. But that particular seller, I don't know. I'm not going to say that they want to scam anyone. They're saying I read it wrong or something, but it was clear, black and white, that the whole set was included. All commons, all reverse hollows. Now, if they meant in the photos or something, then they should say whatever you can see in the photos. But inevitably, when you go on sales pages, it's not what you see on the photo. So some people might have 4 tins on their on the photo, but then in the description they'll say you're only bidding for 1 tin. So, and also in that particular folder, the cards are all over the place. So you've got reverses on top and then the common on the bottom. So you can't really see any of the commons, but I got a load of commons and obviously some of the reverse hollows. So my advice to anyone buying on Vinted is don't go for anything that you could be in danger of losing quite a lot of money on. And not even a lot of money, actually. I would say the smaller items. Say you buy one card for, I don't know, say the card's worth £5, but you do get it for about £5. So you offer them £3 and then plus postage and packaging and the fees, and it comes to about £8. And you buy it. They send you a common card, not the EX or illustration rare that you were asking for. So you get a common card for £5. You raise an issue. They say, okay, well, fine, send it back. You pay for the postage. What are you going to do? Are you going to send that common card back and pay for postage and then you lose out? I think the postage is what, £2 something or whatever it might be. I think Vinted is £2.40 or £2.50 or something like that. Anyway, just say £2 for argument's sake. Are you going to get, because if you don't send it back, you lose your whole £5. You send it back, you get £3 back because they're going to knock off the postage cost. So then all of a sudden you've got no card, you've lost out on postage. So you got to really think about that. Is it worth it? And are you prepared to lose the postage just to get a little bit of money back? Certainly in this situation, the situation that I just explained, it's a no-brainer. You're going to have to do it. You're not going to pay £5 for a common card, right? So you'd rather send that common card back and get £3 back. At least it's better than nothing. Vinted's rules are exactly that. You sign... And I queried this, by the way. I said to them, look, how is it fair? I haven't got the cards I want. It's not that I've changed my mind. Why am I having to pay for a return postage? It's not my fault. If it's not my fault, they should pay for the postage because it's their fault. Otherwise, you're double penalising the buyer. The buyer is, first of all, penalised by not getting the cards or the item that they've bought. And then they have to pay to return it back. And they suffer a monetary loss for nothing. Something that's not their fault. And all I get is this robotic response saying, when you signed up for Vinted, this is what you've agreed to, and in the agreement it says buyers to pay for return, unless the seller agrees to pay for the return. And they said, literally to me, you'll need to go back to the seller and see if they'll pay for the return postage for you. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay for the return in order to get your money back, minus the postage costs. Yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, that was my last purchase. So I've not purchased anything. There are a few items that I'm quite interested in, but in my opinion, it's not worth that risk. I've now gone back to eBay. I know eBay's changed some of their rules as well, and it's now buyers paying a buyer's fee. They're trying to kind of mimic Vinted, but you do have a lot more protection with eBay, I feel. And if there are any returns, I think eBay sends you the postage return, and you don't get charged for it. With Vinted, I literally asked them the question, what the hell is my buyer's fee paying for? You're not protecting me. When there's an issue, you're making me pay additional cost for the return. What am I paying for the buyer's fee? They couldn't say anything. They just gave me that robotic response again, saying, when you signed up to Vinted, this is what you agreed. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, enough about that. Main thing is, buy it Vinted at your own risk. So let's start with opening this one. You can see it's not been tampered with, and I think this is one of the cards from Pokemon Go that I'm trying to master, and I think I'm about 6 cards away. So after this one, I'd be 5 cards away from the complete set. Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, Candela. So Candela is the card that I'm missing. Let's just get it out and make sure it's real. Okay, right, let's see if I can get it out now. Right, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's a different kind of shine than I was expecting. So it's real. You can see the sandwich section. It's clean enough copy. Yeah. You can't really see it here, but it looks like it's like a seashell kind of shine effect on these, which is quite unusual. Yeah, I quite like the Pokemon Go set. I know it's not popular, and they're still in stock at Pokemon Center, surprisingly. One of the oldest sets that are still readily available, actually, so not many people are actually going for these, which I think is very underrated at the moment by the market. But hey-ho. Right, let's move on to this one. Again, it's completely wrapped up. There's no signs of any tampering. Let's just go ahead and open up just to see if everything is in there that should be in there. Okay. Right. That should be a bunch of cards. Yeah. These are all promos, if I remember correctly. Right, there we go. So we've got the boss's order from the Cyrus premium box collection, the milk carton one. Ooh, it's a really deep. It feels like a gash, but it hasn't penetrated through to the card, or not that I can see. It's some kind of it feels like a gash, but it might be a really strange fold. But it's really, you can really feel the ruggedness in that. But it hasn't gone through to the card, so that's okay. And here as well. How did you get that mark? That's strange. But it hasn't gone through to the card, so that's okay. And then there's Clara. I've got a few of these now, actually. Again, from the Premium Tournament Collection, the little milk box thing. And then I've got 2 Alakazam Black Star promos from the ETB. So the Gardevoir, this is the Gardevoir ETB. In my opinion, this ETB promo is better than the Riolu. If the Riolu was a Lucario one, I would have preferred that. I would have actually preferred this to be a Gardevoir promo. No idea why they've chosen to change it and put Alakazam in there. I think, in my opinion, they should match the ETB picture and have a promo for the ETB. So yeah, that's quite cool as well. So this is from the Pokemon Go, I believe. It's from the Dragonite box set. Again, a really, really nice sealed promo. How much did I pay for all of this? I think I paid about £15, which is a steal. If it is, I can't remember now. I'll put it in the comments later. I think it was 15, but I'll clarify that in the comments when I upload this. But yeah, these are excellent. I've recently bought an ETB actually in person, so there's no recording for that. But yesterday I bought the Gardevoir ETB. I don't have the Lucario one, so that's the one I'll be after next if I get it at a good price. The Gardevoir one, if anyone's interested, I actually got it for £50, so I got it at retail. The person that sold it was quite nice because I bought the prismatic tin set from them as well, the one that they got from Costco, and I bought that for £85. They sold quite a lot and they had one left over and they thought they'd do me a favour because I kept asking about it, and there's no way I was going to pay £100 plus that people were asking for. This is obviously, I already recorded this when I picked it up this morning. I made the recording at One Stop, and it's not been tampered with, or not that I can see, so whatever's in there is exactly what's wrapped up, and I do need this to be what it is. And that's why I recorded it at One Stop, just to show that the packaging is exactly the same as it is now that I'm opening it up. I did ask the seller to, adequately wrap this because I'm a sealed collector, and I might as well tell you that it is a booster box, and I got this at a pretty good price, and that's why it's imperative that I record this one, because if it's not what it is, then I could, put in a claim. Because of the price, I'm a bit doubtful that I will get what I should be getting, because I actually bought this for £163 in total, including postage and packaging. That's pretty much retail for a sealed booster box these days, regardless of what set it is. And this one is, well, actually, I'll open it and let you guys see. Yeah, come on. They did actually say they'll seal it back in the box that they received it in. And then they also added bubble wrap, because I did ask if they could bubble wrap it because I'm a sealed collector. Okay, so there's a slight bubble. But here we go. Oh, yeah. And it is the Phantasmal Flames booster box. And it looks pretty legit to me. So you can see the pocket holes to stop it expanding in transit. These are the bits that I wasn't sure, and I did ask about this because some boxes will only have the barcode but not the numbering here. Others will have the numbering here, but I've been told that those ones without the number above the barcode, the number is actually on the inner box. So I think it might be due to different areas of production, and they have different designs. So, I mean, that's for mine before I bought this because I wanted to ascertain that it is real before I buy it. But yeah, so I've been assured that it is legit. So you can see the Pokeballs, you can see the R trademark above the N. Usually that's missing on fakes. And usually on fakes, you'll get smaller balls than that. So you get loads of small balls and it's all over. But with the real ones, this is what I've noticed actually, only just recently, maybe from the newer ones, is the front, you've got like lots of them, like smaller ones, but on the back, it's bigger. Can you see? That's a lot bigger. And you've only got like two. Or actually, is it the same or is it just different wrapping? I don't know. But I've always noticed that on the back, you only really see two Pokeball, and if you do see a little bit more, it's only half balls, so you don't see it like this. So the front, you always see a lot more, like 4 full balls, and then at the back, I think they look bigger in my opinion. And if you're interested, just have a look. Have a look at some of the listings, even your own box if you've got a box. Phantasmal Flames or Mega Evolutions, the normal, the base set. But yeah, in my opinion, it looks like the back ones are a bit bigger than the front ones, and that's why you only really see like 2 at the back. Could be wrong, I don't know, but I don't doubt that this is legit or real. There's nothing to suggest that it's fake, and there's no damage to it at all, so that's great. So I got this at a bargain, £163 delivered. So that's all for today. I will be stopping on Vinted personally. This isn't a video to convince anyone not to shop on Vinted, by the way. It is your own choice, but I'm just saying that be wary and be prepared to face issues where you could potentially have to fork out to send back something that's not your own fault. So if the sellers decide to send you something that you haven't ordered, be ready to be forking out for that to be returned. And that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.